Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IAS Academy. What if I told you that a nation which was born out of the ashes of Pakistani operation in 1971 is now shaking hands with the same power that once tried to erase its identity, and that is Pakistan? Ji haan, that Yunus Bangladesh has become a Pakistani client state. So, again, what if the symbol of resistance has now become a puppet? So, hello and welcome back to Legacy IAS Academy, where history, geopolitics, and truth collides. So, today we take you into the heart of a diplomatic earthquake in South Asia, a story that's not being talked about enough, but one that could alter the balance of power in the entire Indo-Pacific region. That is Bangladesh and Pakistan. So Bangladesh and Pakistan, once locked in a bloody war, have just signed a visa-free travel pact for the diplomats. It sounds simple, but it's not. Because behind this headline lies a web of B12, foreign interference, Islamic resurgence, and a haunting history which is repeating itself. So this is the story of how Bangladesh under the Muhammad Yunus is being pulled back into the orbit of the very state that it fought to escape. So a state that murdered around 3 million of its people, that is Pakistan, which murdered around 3 million people of East Pakistan, that is present day it is called as Bangladesh, violated its women, burned its villages, and the worst part, the signs were all there. So we just did not connect the dots. So we are going to connect each and every event. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand how Mujibur Rahman mistake in the 70s are repeating now. So I am going to connect it with history also, and why the US and Pakistan are back in Bangladesh political theater, and why this could be the beginning of the end of secular democratic Bangladesh. So this is not just another South Asian news piece. This is about the ideological amnesia, geopolitical betrayal, and a nation walking dangerously close to the edge of the abyss. So hit the subscribe button and let's begin the unraveling the silent storm brewing in Dhaka region. So we need to understand what happened. So what was the headline in the newspaper? So as you can see here, that Bangladesh under Muhammad Yunus is acting like a Pakistani client state after Sheikh Hasina's ouster in August 2024. And Bangladesh since then itself has grown closer to Pakistan, which is worrying for India, that is Bharat. The most striking example, Bangladesh and Pakistan, they have now agreed to give visa free travel for diplomats, for each other diplomats as well as official, which is a move with huge symbolic as well as strategic meaning that we need to understand. So what are the key developments that happened? So what are the key developments that we need to understand here? So first of all, let me tell you that what happened recently. Bangladesh and Pakistan, they have signed an agreement for visa free travel. Okay, so abhi kya hua hai? Bangladesh, as you can see here, Bangladesh and Pakistan, they have signed an agreement for visa free travel. For whom? For diplomats as well as official passport holders. This is very important that we need to understand. So they have signed what? They have signed visa free travel. For whom? For diplomats and for official passport holders. Official. So this agreement was signed between Bangladesh as well as Pakistan. Now the question here is, why this event is very important? Why is it very important? So let me tell you, it shows that Bangladesh, it shows that Bangladesh is getting closer to Pakistan. That is the country it fought to gain the independence from in 1971. And now it is officially being presented as a gesture of Muslim brotherhood. But it carries a deeper geopolitical meaning. So, why is this a problem for India? That we need to understand, that why is this a problem for India? Now, try to understand. India helped Bangladesh in gaining independence from Pakistan in 1971. And Pakistani army, they have committed the brutal atrocities, as you can see here, during that time. And the new clauseless between the Dhaka as well as Islamabad is seen as a betrayal of that historical struggle of 1971, and it is a move away from the secularism as well as regional trust with India. So this is not the first time. The same kind of mistake was also repeated by the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So we are going to connect with history. So historic parallel that we need to understand. Now, what is the historical parallel of Mujib mistakes? So let me tell you that the current events to what happened, we can compare these current event to what happened in early 1970s. So as you can see here, Mujibur Rahman, who is also called as Bangabandhu, he is considered as the founder of Bangladesh. Founder of Bangladesh. And he led the freedom struggle in Bangladesh in 1971. But by 1974, he started warming up to Pakistan again. That was the scenario by 1974, and 1975 he was assassinated. So by 1974, he started warming up to Pakistan again. So what were the key incidents? So let's try to understand the key incidents. As you can see here, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, they were together. So what are the key incidents? 1974 year is very important. Why? Because in 1974, state visit of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, state visit of Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, who was Pakistan PM of that time. And he received, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto received with more honors than India's President V.V. Giri. And Giri's visit was also downplayed at that time, V.V. Giri's visit. So this was a clear shift from Bengali nationalism to Islamic identity. And apart from this, there are other important events also, like aircraft controversy of 1972. Now, what was that controversy? See, India had fought the war and arranged an aircraft to fly Mujibur Rahman back from Pakistani jail. India has arranged that aircraft. But what Mujibur Rahman did? Mujibur Rahman chose a British aircraft. Remember this thing. Mujibur Rahman chose a British Royal Air Force aircraft, not the Indian one. And Britain celebrated it as a diplomatic victory. ये ब्रिटेन की diplomatic victory थी. And at that time, India felt humiliated. क्योंकि इंडिया ही हेल्प कर रहा था बांग्लादेशियों की. So India felt humiliated. Then after that, the railway bridge inauguration also, that is also very important. Railway bridge inauguration. So now try to understand railway bridge inauguration. So what happened in railway bridge inauguration? Indian engineers, they built it quickly with the major Indian aid. But Mujibur Rahman only thanked the British government. So he left the event by helicopter with British High Commissioner Sir Arthur Gold. उनके साथ वो चले गए. और इसी के साथ ही साथ इंडियन डिप्लोमैट, है ना, उस समय के जो इंडियन डिप्लोमैट थे, दैट इज Sabhimal Dutt, was ignored and he was forced to travel in a crowded coach without food, falling asleep with co-passenger shoulder. और ये सारी चीजें कहां पर लिखी हुई है? दिस इज रिटन इन द बुक which is written by Manas Ghosh. Manas Ghosh साहब ने एक बुक लिखी हुई है and the title of that book is Mujib's Blunders. Now if you see today similar pattern of mistakes are done by Muhammad Yunus. जी हाँ, today similar mistakes by Muhammad Yunus also. Now first of all, who is Muhammad Yunus? sabhi ko pata hai, he is an economist, Nobel laureate, and now he is a de facto head of the new Bangladeshi regime after the Sheikh Hasina's exit in August 2024. Now he is seen as propped up by the US, Pakistan as well as Islamist group like Jamaat-e-Islami, है ना? तो इनको देखा जा रहा है that he was brought in Bangladesh by the US, Pakistan support and Islamist group like Jamaat-e-Islami. Now what is he doing, है ना? So अभी मोहम्मद यूनुस क्या कर रहे हैं? So what is he doing? He is actually pushing anti-India rhetoric. He is bringing back the Islamist forces which were banned once, and he is making diplomatic overtures to Pakistan. That is why, if you see, today his rule is marked by economic decline in Bangladesh, rising insecurity, persecution of minorities, and middle class frustration. This is the most important thing. Now, what about foreign meddling? How US and Pakistan, they are interfering. So let's try to understand. The US and Pakistan, how they have interfered. So let me tell you, जो जिन्होंने ये आर्टिकल लिखा है ना न्यूज़पेपर में, so he is trying to say that United States of America played a major role in removing Sheikh Hasina. Now what are the reasons behind this? Because Sheikh Hasina refused to lease St. Martin Island for US naval base, this island. So Sheikh Hasina refused to give this St. Martin Islands for US naval base. This is the most important thing. And who were the key US figure who were involved, who were allegedly involved? So the most important personality, Donald Lu. He is the person called as Donald Lu. Now Donald Lu was from US State Department, and another important personality, Peter Haas. Now Peter Haas, US ambassador to Bangladesh. So finally, remember this thing. That is why here this event can be compared to the CIA role in Mujib 1975 assassination. तो 1975 में भी इसी तरीके से यूएस ने क्या किया था, सीआईए की हेल्प से मुजीबुर रहमान का असैसिनेशन हुआ था, और वही सेम पैटर्न देखे गए इन 2024, द वे दे हैव रिमूव्ड शेख हसीना. क्लियर? सो दे हैव कंपेयर्ड टू द सीआईए रोल इन मुजीबुर रहमान assassination. Now what are the lessons that they should learn from the past? So Mujibur Rahman appeasement of Pakistan did not save him. He was isolated and finally assassinated in 1975. Now Yunus is also doing the same mistake. Muhammad Yunus is also repeating those mistakes. First example is Yunus is trying to alienate India. Second, he is appeasing Pakistan as well as Islamist group. So this will likely backfire just as it did for the Mujibur Rahman. So the final message would be Bangladesh has two choices. Either they can forget 1971 or remember 1971. They have two choices only. Now, if they are going to forget 1971, that means they are going to fall into the arms of Pakistan and foreign powers. They are going to embrace Islamic extremism. Now, if they are going to remember 1971, then they will uphold secularism, justice, as well as sovereignty. So they are going to stay aligned with India, and the spirit of liberation will be there. So they need to stay aligned with India and the spirit of liberation. If it forget its past, then Bangladesh risk losing its soul, democracy, as well as stability. So let me tell you that history does not just repeat itself. Sometimes it roars back like a ghost from the grave. and demanding to be remembered. है ना? So Bangladesh is actually at the crossroad again. Just like 1974, a leader is turning away from the people who fought beside them, है ना? And embracing the very forces who once tried to annihilate their existence, that is Pakistan. But here is the truth. No nation can erase its scars without losing its soul. So this is not just about the diplomatic pacts or the visa deals. This is about the memory versus the manipulation. So this is about the secularism versus sectarianism. This is about the sovereignty versus surrender. And now the world is watching. So to my viewers in Dhaka, Karachi, Delhi, London, New York and beyond, let me tell you that this is not just the Bangladesh story. This is a global case study in how foreign interference, religious radicalism and elite betrayal can shake the very roots of republic. So if we don't speak now, silence will become the complicity. So share this video, comment your thoughts below and tell me, is this a betrayal of 1971 or not? Or is this a new geopolitical strategy? Because one day when history asks, where were you when the soul of Bangladesh was being rewritten? So you must have an answer. So I am Harshit Umar and this was our channel Legacy IAS Academy, exposing these stories others are afraid to tell. So until next time, stay aware, stay critical and never forget that some deals cost more than the blood. Okay, thank you so much.